Hello, everybody. It is Friday. It's August 21st, and I am in the office with maybe the mom cat who turned out not to be a mom cat after all. Um, she's been in the annex for a while, but she moved to the office today because we're getting a new pregnant mom cat in tomorrow. And from what we're told, the new mom cat is definitely pregnant. And in fact, if anything, they're worried that she may give birth to her kittens before she can get here. Although I don't think that's going to happen, knock on wood. I hope that we're lucky enough for her to turn up with no issues. So maybe here has been moved into the office to make room in the annex for a new mom cat to show up. And this is where maybe will stay until she either gets along with the faculty well enough to go out into the house or her adopters pick her up around the 12th, I think is the first 12th or 13th or 14th or sometime around then is going to be when she will be ready to be picked up. She is the sweetest mom cat, not mom cat, lap cat. She's just wonderful. Since I've had her in here for a few hours, I've been editing photos, and she has spent as much of that time as she can up in my lap, just hanging out. And when she gets off of my lap, then she comes and she just rubs around my ankles, and she's just super sweetie. So I think she's going to like it in here too. She was already running around a little bit like a kitten, ambushing me when I come around the corner. So I think she's having some fun with the extra space, and I'm enjoying it too. It's really fun to have her up here in the office. I just hope I can get her to get along with the faculty because it will be great if we can have her wandering out around the house. And she's doing better all the time. I had another little session this morning where I tried to introduce her to Logan some more, and it went really well. In fact, they were maybe a foot apart, maybe even less than a foot apart, and they had a whole bunch of treats. And then she finally decided to get angry about it, and when she did, she just sort of hissed, and then she backed off into her room. So she's not going to try to attack him or anything. But we don't need the extra stress. We're trying to take it real easy. So that is that. Anyway, she's eating her dinner. Let's go out and see some kittens and stuff. I was mentioning I took some photos today. I took 4,000 photos of the hipsters today, and I think I mentioned in our last close-up I was promising that we would be publishing those photos. I just wanted to show you the little photo stuff that I've got here. Anyway, yeah, we took a lot of photos, and I've edited some of them. If you are on our Discord server, then you've already seen some of that. But there's a lot more editing to be done. This is, by the way, so I vacuumed in here and I cleaned everything up, and it's got the Virkon that we use for sterilizing the room. The windows are wide open, airing it out a little bit, and it will be ready for a new mom tomorrow. Hi, Ari. You said it, pal. All right. So yeah, well, I'm not going to edit all 4,000. I throw away the vast majority of them. But when when you're posing a whole bunch of kittens together, like you've got to take as many pictures as you can and then sort them out afterwards. So anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to get those photos published on our website, kitten.academy, hopefully in the next day or so. I also have some pictures of maybe that were taken that can go there. Who's talking? Oh, that's you. Hi. Yeah. I didn't see you down there, Bessie. Yeah, well, you took some great photos today. So I was in the middle saying if you are on our Discord, you've already seen the photos that I've edited. As always, as I edit the photos, they go straight onto the Discord and people get to see sort of a preview there. And I already did the photo shoot of Bessie, and her photos were great. She's just wonderful little fuzzball. And some really cute photos there. I also took a whole bunch of pictures of the family together. Well, in two groups, not all in one group. I never would have made that work. I published a couple of those, but there's a whole bunch more. I'm just really excited to get a chance to go through them all. So those are going to be some awesome photos, and I encourage you to keep an eye on our Kitten.Academy website so that you can see those as soon as they're released, if you're not on the Discord. Um, let's see. So that's the important news is that you're not going to see too much more of maybe on the regular Kitten Academy live stream because there's no cameras in the office, but you'll still get to see her on close-ups like we did today until she goes home. And then, of course, there will be a new mom cat coming in tomorrow night. She's probably going to get here pretty late, but that should be tomorrow night for sure. It is the long-haired black mom cat that I saw anyway. I haven't shared any pictures of her because the pictures are just imagine a long-haired black mom cat, and I think you'll get it. Not great photos, but we'll get some. You'll be able to see them tomorrow. Oh, yeah, and of course, if you missed the last close-up, the big news is that we have been invited to be the cat cafe for the virtual Crunchyroll Expo, which is just really cool. They're such nice people, and of course, Crunchyroll is just awesome. So I'm excited about that, and I'll be talking a lot more about that soon. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to get the photo shoot out of the way is so that they could have new photos if they want, but at the very least I can put them up on the blog and post all about the Crunchyroll thing on the blog. So that will be part of the process. It's really cool. I just can't believe they asked us to do that for them. So, okay, yeah, no, that's it. That's it. I don't think there's anything else that's news. Right now, of course, I mean, what else do you want? There's a ton of it. Ton of the news. Stephanie Davis, what you want to do is search the Crunchyroll Expo site. It's a different site that they have specifically for the Crunchyroll Expo. We're definitely already on there, but it's under Yuzu's Cat Cafe, and they mentioned Kitten Academy by name, though. If you just search for it, excuse me, something in my throat there. All right. Not too much else to tell you. We're going to keep this close-up kind of short. I still got a lot to get done today. Editing those photos is just one thing. Keep in mind, tomorrow is Saturday, and we have a lot of mailbag to catch up on. And this weekend, we are going to do it for sure this time, really. Even if the power goes out, we'll just power through. So we may still have to split it up into 2 days, though. If it turns out there's as much mail as there was last weekend, then we'll definitely have to split it up into 2 days. But tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock our time, on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, you can watch us do mailbag. And then, like I said, chances are we'll also do the mailbag on Sunday at the same time. There's a good chance anyway. But we'll find out. Let's see. If we can get through it all tomorrow, great. And if we can't, well, then we'll do it Sunday. Hi, Bessie Boo. Hi. I noticed during the photo shoot that Artie's eyes really are blue, and I think they're going to stay that way given his age at this point. I mean, no promises, but it's pretty cool. Oh, I remember something else that I wanted to tell you guys about. After yesterday's close-up where I was talking about the new mom cat and whether she was going to come right away because they wanted to check her out and see if she has ringworm or fleas. I was saying I guess I said some stuff about how my mom had that ringworm outbreak for her foster cats. And she called me after the close-up and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, everybody on the internet now is going to think that I'm not a very responsible foster because ringworm got everywhere, and she wanted to make it really clear to me that she The only reason that ringworm went everywhere is because her foster agency or her shelter that she works with, she kept going to them being like, I think this cat has ringworm and we need to take care of it. And they were like, no, 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 it's not. It's just fleas. It's not ringworm. And they were wrong. And mom caught ringworm from the cat because she kept going to them and they wouldn't listen. And then it went everywhere. And she tried everything she could to do anything about it. But anyway, that's my point is that now my mom also told me that I don't have to worry about it so much because if she comes in here and we know she has ringworm, it should be actually pretty easy for us to keep contained. So good, which is good news. Although, like I said, they did examine the cat further and they are pretty sure that it is just fleas, so not a big deal. Which is, like I said, we get fleas that come in all the time. It's probably more rare for a cat to come in without fleas than with them. So that's nothing for us. In fact, maybe came in and had fleas and had already taken care of. So not a big deal. And I haven't had the ringworm thing happen here yet, so I don't know. I thought that it was something for me to be really worried about, and my mom's like, "Nah, it's nothing. As long as if you know it's there and you deal with it appropriately, it's not going to be a problem." It's just a problem for her because they wouldn't let her deal with it appropriately, which is a good chance for me to just mention a couple things that I like to talk about sometimes, as long as I'm rambling. How wonderful it is that we get so much support from all of you and also from the shelters that we work with, like the Danbury Animal Welfare Society that we work with now, and On Angel's Wings back in Illinois. The reason that we choose the shelters that we do to work with, among other things, is the fact that they let us make our own decisions and see our own vet. And we're able to do that consistently because of all of you that help out with those expenses. And so if we have something that comes in and we think it's ringworm, we don't have to try to convince the shelter that it's ringworm. We just go to the vet and take care of it. Where we have had that experience before. There were some shelters that we worked with in Illinois for a very short time. And when the kittens would get sick and would be like, I want to take them to the vet, they'd be like, well, you can't. You have to let us see them first. And oh, we can't see you for 3 days. And then maybe we'll let you take them to the vet. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm not asking you to pay for it. I just want to take your kitten to the vet. So yeah, my point isn't that. My point is that I'm really, really glad that the Danbury Animal Welfare Society is willing to work with us and sort of trust our experience and at the very least trust us to want to do the right thing and just let us go for it. And then the fact that we're so able to do that because of all the help that all of you have given us for so long now. So I really need to say thank you guys so much for that. That if we do have ringworm, that we know we can take care of it and we don't have to wait and try to convince the vet and then get ringworm spread all around the house and have all of my hair fall out because we don't want that to happen. So yeah, so thank you guys. I owe you guys all a bunch of thanks that my hair is not going to fall out. That's your fault. See, that's how it works. So thank you for that. Yeah, Lisa, I don't know why that comment was made. No, On Angel's Wings was great, the same way that the Danbury Animal Welfare Society is great. That's why we worked with On Angel's Wings. It's why we work with the Danbury Animal Welfare Society, because they allow us to make the decisions without having to go and consult them at every step. And they trust us to do the right thing. And it really, I think it works out well for both of us. So we're really happy about them. And of course, they find the best mom cats and they find the best adopters, and they're wonderful. So it's all good. Everybody here seems a little tired out after their big 4,000 photo shoot today. Like I said, I took a lot of photos and a lot more editing to do. There's some that I'm really excited about. Of course, I already posted on our Twitter. There was an incident where I was trying to get them all to pose together, and Retro just turned around and leapt onto the photo backdrop and just Velcroed herself onto it. It was ridiculous, and I don't even know if you can tell from the photos that I posted that that backdrop is, first off, it's a couple feet behind the platform they're on, and it's also, the platform they're on is the top of one of the old cages. It's like 4 feet tall or something. So Retro just turned around and just flung herself onto the backdrop, and just, it was really funny. I posted one picture of that on our Twitter, but there's a whole series of it, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that was all going on that I'm just really excited about all the pictures. They're going to be great. Where is Bebop? I think she's back. Probably she's probably behind the condo over there, like she usually is. She was up in the tree earlier, which is weird. You don't see too much of her in the cat tree, but she was hanging out in the cat tree. We'll look for her just a second. I got Retro in my lap here. We got Bessie and Artie having a nap together. Artie, I wanted to show everybody your blue eyes, but you're just like, no. Come on, pal. What is this? Well, at least he's got a lot of trust for me and his whole family, that he can just be like, I don't even have to open my eyes. You can be here bothering me and I don't even have to open my eyes. That's sweet. Even if we're not getting what I wanted. Okay, pal. That's fine. Oh, what is that? That's not enough to see. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, there we go. Look at those blue eyes. So I'm guessing at this point they're probably going to stay that color too. But like I said, no promises. Boop. All right. Let's see. Where is Bibu? Oh, she's, like I said, she likes to hang out behind the condo. Here she is. She did great for her photo shoot too, and she got to be out of her suit for a little while. She really liked it. Also, I should point out that since she's been in the suit, she's put on a lot of weight, but I think she's also starting to learn to eat less, and I definitely have noticed that she's pooping less. So I think a lot of it really is just down to the fact that she had 7 kids nursing on her. But she seems like she's doing really well. And I think she's going to have to stay in the suit a little bit longer, though, because it takes quite a while for those things to shut down. And we don't want the kittens to start nursing again until they can just be comfort nursing and not be getting anything from it. So that would be fine. Hi, Retro. Hi. Okay. Oh, last night. So yeah, I just saw Will mention that Bibu slept on the beanbag last night. That reminds me that Artie and Retro spent last night upstairs in the spa with me and with Smokey, and they were awesome. At first, they ran around and played a little bit, just like you would expect. So much respect for your mom there, Retro. You're just gonna stand on her like she's a footstool. Look at that. It's just Retro. That's ridiculous. Yeah, this is your life now. Um, so yeah, Retro and Artie spent the night in the spa hanging out with me, and so at first they ran around and played a little bit, and then when the lights went out and it was time to sleep, they seemed a little bit like they didn't know what to do with themselves. And I think at first, at least, Retro would keep getting down on the floor and then meowing, and then I'd be like, I'm still right here, and then she'd come back up on the bed. But then by morning, they had it all figured out, and they were both sleeping on my pillow, surrounding me so that I could hardly move. A little bit awkward, but it was fun. So they turned out to be real big snugglers in the end, and it was sweet. It's the first night that any of them have spent away from their mom all night. So that's a big milestone, and we're going to do the same thing for the rest of them a couple at a time. So I think that's going to be a real good and valuable experience for each of them. Yes, especially you little fuzzy Bessie beans. Oh yeah. So yeah, they turned into big snugglers. They're cute. Okay, well, hey, let's wrap this up because, like I said, I got 4,000 photos to edit, or I guess I've got 3,500 photos to delete, um, depending on how you look at it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me and the kittens today. I know they were a little tired, and we just mostly watched kittens sleep, but that's fine to do once in a while. Just a quick rundown of the news one more time. Maybe has been moved to the office. You won't see her on the regular Kitten Academy live stream anymore, but you will see her on the close-ups, including the beginning of this close-up if you rewind. Then we're getting a new mom cat in from the Danbury Animal Welfare Society tomorrow night, probably late tomorrow night, like 8 o'clock ish our time. And she will go into the annex and she will probably have kittens very soon, or so we're told. We've already scheduled an appointment at the vet for her next week. So if there's nothing going on by, I think, Thursday, she will be going to the vet to find out what is going on. Then you guys know that we're going to be officially at the Crunchyroll Virtual Expo, which is super awesome. And there was something else. There was definitely something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out, won't we, Retro? Oh, mailbag tomorrow, 10 o'clock on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. Please join us for that. That means no close-up tomorrow. And my guess is that mailbag will also be on Sunday at the usual time, 10 o'clock on Sunday also. So think about joining us for that. And we will see you guys there. Thanks one more time. Oh.